therapy, let's talk about what I bring to larger events as somebody who has POTS. So right now it is 3:30. I'm leaving my apartment at 4. I have to go pick up my sister, and we're probably gonna leave her place around like 4:45, 5. I have to eat at 3:45. So I'm gonna eat, and then I have a 2-hour clock, which means at 5:45, I should probably eat something. Cocktail hour starts at this wedding at 6. That is assuming that everything goes to plan and I am there at exactly 6 o'clock. I can still work with that window, but there's a very high unlikelihood that that actually happens. So I am bringing snacks. I have a rice cake covered in peanut butter. I have a purse full of walnuts, and I bring these because one, I'm gonna eat the snack in the car or right around like maybe a little bit ahead of time, around like 5:30ish, like pre-walking into a cocktail hour. And I'm bringing the walnuts because if there is the chance that I go to this cocktail hour and I actually cannot eat everything there because I am gluten-free, and typically at larger events, there's A, the risk of cross-contamination, but B, most past hors d'oeuvres are not gluten-free. So they're in puff pastry, which makes food options pretty limited. I've also been running into a lot of situations where food is either being seasoned, I can't quite tell. It's either being seasoned or some of the sauces have like added gluten to them. And so I've had some instances where I've had like just very bad run-ins with getting glutened out of nowhere. And like, that is a pain I would wish on nobody. So I'm a little bit more hesitant to engage in eating stuff from unfamiliar places, especially food where there's like a question mark. So something as simple as like a meatball. A lot of places use breadcrumbs in meatballs, or mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes can typically get fortified with flour. So I'm a little bit more cautious when it comes to eating. So I have to be prepared for that. The other thing that I bring with me everywhere I go is this like little tiny container of medications that I need in case of emergency. So for me, that would include Benadryl in case I have an allergic reaction like I had this morning, Claritin, Advil, Excedrin for migraines. I keep one of these in every purse. I never leave the house without it. It is one of those things that just helps me, one, feel calmer, but two, in a case like this morning, I didn't have a Benadryl on hand. I like went to my cabinet and I didn't see the bottle. And thank God I went to my purse and was able to find something. It's just one of those things that gives me a peace of mind. Now, the other things that I have to think about are like the timing of all of this. So because I need to eat at 3:45 and then again at 5:45 and then again at 7:45, that should work out in terms of like when dinner is being served. But in the off chance that it doesn't, the reason that I keep walnuts in my purse is I literally keep a Ziploc, is because I need to always maintain stable blood sugar. So for me, walnuts are those things that really keep me in a space of balance and harmony. I'm not sure what it is about them. They just stabilize my blood sugar. They keep me feeling full. They just kind of like take the edge off, especially if I'm waiting to eat. Everybody has a different trick. Sometimes I will put granola bars, but they don't always have the same effect. So I have to over prepare for the worst case scenario and then hope that that doesn't happen. The other thing that I have in my purse is LMNT, because there is times where I might be like, if I dance and I need to remain hydrated, like me pouring table salt into my water could be an option, but most like catering menus don't have salt shakers on the table. So having something like LMNT just as a backup, as a just in case, can mean the difference between me having an episode or me feeling like complete poo tomorrow, or feeling relatively okay when I get home.